Well, let me start off this video the best way I know how. BAPHOMET!
You are watching the audio stream.
Enjoy.
If you got a problem with me, I don't really gotta care no more. Ooh.
What's good, everybody? If you're a first time viewer of my content and of this video, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're a first time comer or a viewer, if you're a subscriber and stuff like that, congratulations. Alright, welcome to the party. One thing I need you to do, I need you to hit that bell because it might say personalized, and that means you don't get all of my content. So click on the bell, turn on all notifications, and even if you've been following me for a while, click on the bell so that you can turn on all your notifications so you'll get all notifications to all of my content. So in the news, for people who've been keeping up with Blac Chyna, she has recently turned over to God, whatever that means. Alright. We're just going to cut to the chase of it. But she has given her life to Christ and all this other type of stuff. And now she has shifted her life. And everybody has been sending me these videos ever since Sunday.
I have this BAPHOMET tattoo, right? It got to come off. You know what I mean? I'm not about to have no mark of the beast, anything like that. But when I first got the tattoo, that is not what it meant to me. You know what I mean? And regardless of what it is, I just don't want anything negative or demonic on my body anymore. So I'm about to drive to Vegas to go get this removed.
Right, so it's going to have two different wavelengths. So I'll have two different hand pieces to what makes a difference. It's going to be like gas bubbles. Okay. But then it's going to come back. Okay, so it dissipates after like 5 to again. Once it's lightened up to your artisans, say, hey, this is good. Oh my
God! It's a BAPHOMET.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It's
What?
a picture size, 8 by 10 on her 10 by 12 ass. Of a BAPHOMET, which is back in the day, let me try to explain.
Okay.
They used it for the Templars, the Knights Templars, and this, that, and the third. Well, today, they, like anything else, they've changed it. They've turned everything around. What's old is now new. What's wrong is now right. So this is the same thing. So it's a goat, which is transitioned to be both a male and a female, which has a phallus, quote unquote, penis, and breast. One hand goes up to God, one hand goes down to Satan. And this is who they all worship.
From Sunday to Monday, and I did a live stream on Monday, so you can watch it on my Instagram. And we went over the basis of these videos that we've been seeing, and you're going to see them in this video as well. But she basically went all the way to Las Vegas to get this BAPHOMET tattoo removed from her backside, right? And they turned this into a hoot. I'm talking about people were going crazy in the comments, okay? Never seen so many spooked black people all in one place at one time. It was completely ridiculous, right? But what was very interesting to me is that Miss Blac Chyna misrepresented BAPHOMET. She made a caption, I believe this was on Sunday, but she made a caption, this was her part 2, saying, "Thank you, God, for saving me, removing this BAPHOMET tattoo. I'm sending all this energy back to the owner. Full name BAPHOMET, alas, Satan, the devil, Muhammad, Baphomerius, Samael, Lilith, goat of Mendez, Sabbatic goat, goat of lust, Azazel, goat, origin, demonology, occupation, goat-headed demon spirit powers, skills, black magic, spiritual psychology, vast dark powers, immortality, unbracanesis, what the hell is that? Possession, reality warping, telekinesis, corruption, telepathy, mind control, necromancy, intelligence on evil. Goals: create and spread chaos, abuse, and torment his victims. Crimes: malefic, conspiracies, spiritual corruption, brainwashing. Type of villain: symbolic corrupter. Now, this is very interesting, and for those who don't know truly what the symbolism of Baphomet is, and if you want to know more on this after I explain this, I do have some videos at the very end of this video that I will have linked, and you can get all the information from my perspective on the basis of Baphomet. I will also have some things linked in terms of the sources that we're going to go over in this video in the description box below. And last but not least, I always encourage y'all to do y'all personal research, and I will also, you know, emphasize that at the very end of this video. But it's very interesting. She has this new perspective on Baphomet, and I wonder who told her that Baphomet, you know, was dealing with corruption, right? Just strictly corruption. Now, whenever we're dealing with entities, it needs to be emphasized, and it also needs to be, you know, brought out that entities have a positive side and a negative side. No more than their God, right? You don't want to make their God mad, right? According to the Old Testament, you do not want to be on God's bad side. All right. And we're going to get to that in a second, because it's very ironic that she tries to accuse Baphomet of abuse and torment to their victims and crimes and spreading chaos, when Yahweh, or the God of the Bible, is literally known for doing that. Okay, they sing praises of his great wrath and anger. We'll deal with that in a second. But it's very interesting how they misrepresent Baphomet. And Baphomet comes from the original deity Benebjadet. Okay, this comes from the Kemetic mythology. This comes from our science, alchemy. Okay, and Benebjadet, in a sense, is Osiris and is seen as the father of Haru in one aspect or in one story concerning, you know, the Osirian dramas and so on and so forth. So when dealing with Baphomet, it needs to be, you know, it needs to be said that Baphomet is not a bad deity. You know, even when you're seeing some of the stuff that's being labeled and listed, it's only in the perspective of how you see it. Okay, so if you're a Christian and you go to church and you fervently love Jesus, and you see something like this and the things that are listed, you know, you'll get a little spooked out, right? But everything needs to be explained. Everything needs to be elaborated. You know, I'm not going to go over all the stuff that she listed in the occupations and the goals and stuff like that, but I'm just going to tell you who and what Baphomet is. First of all, Baphomet, I already gave you the origin, that Baphomet did not originate from demonology. Okay. Now, in terms of who he relates to, in terms of Satan, the devil, Muhammad, Baphomet, Samael, so on and so forth, he do share relations to these entities. Okay. But Baphomet is not the devil. Baphomet is not Satan. Baphomet is not Samael. Now, Baphomet, in a sense, is, you know, he's referenced as the symbolic goat. Okay, he's also referenced as the black man of the Sabbath. The perfected black one, the perfected black man. And so it also needs to be said that Baphomet is the symbol of the perfected black man and woman. All right, you know, when we're dealing with Venom and dealing with the Beast, you know, and hulking and so on and so forth, this is a symbol of our nine etherness, our melanin, or our carbon, whatever you want to reference this as, but our power that we have. Baphomet is the symbol and the reference of the perfection of balance, right? The perfection of balance between the light and darkness that we have within ourselves. So it just needs to be, you know, that's something that I just want to emphasize on and talk about, because I know there's going to be a lot of people maybe in the comments that might even react to this video and say that whatever I'm saying might be a little bonkers. All right, don't get spooked. Get the shirt. All right, link is in the bio. Don't get spooked. Okay, a lot of people, they spook themselves out of doing their own personal research. The goals of Baphomet doesn't really have any goals. You know what I'm saying? Baphomet, like I said, he's a symbol. He's also an entity, but he doesn't, his goal isn't to create and spread chaos, to torment people, to create chaos and crimes and spiritual corruption. If anything, that's what your God does. Because let's look at it, right? In the end times, there's going to be all these wars and chaos and bloodshed and all this other type of stuff, right? When his son comes back, he's coming back with an army to do what? To literally execute genocide on the non-believers or the army of the Antichrist. Now, of course, this is mythology. You know, it's not real. This is not something that's actually going to happen. But this is what a lot of people believe in. And, you know, to believe in this narrative is not too far-fetched from how God operated in the Old Testament. Okay? I mean, he gave the Israelites hell after they left Egypt. You know? I'm talking about sicking poisonous snakes on them, killing 3,000 of them at Mount Sinai, you know, leaving them in the desert for 40 years, so on and so forth. There were so many things that he put them through. He was about to annihilate all of them at one point, you know. It's crazy. You know, he told Moses to go and tell Pharaoh to let my people go. He set Moses on a mission, and then not too long after that was seeking to kill Moses. So your God, your entity, might have some origins in some dysfunctional places. I think you might want to do some research on the demiurge. And, you know, because you're going to get a lot of great information on that. You're going to understand the God that you serve, and also understand that Jesus is not the Son of God. He's not the Son of Yahweh. But we'll savor that for another time, for another day. Very interesting what you see going on with Black CHYNA, though. And we're going to go along with what Eliphas Levi had to say about Mr. Baffy. Okay, now like I said before, he is referred to as the symbiotic goat. And, you know, concerning Baphomet, he is a symbol of the balance of good and evil, light and darkness, just a duality of masculine and feminine energy, you know. So you're going to hear people that sound like Black CHYNA's mother talking about how Baphomet is a symbol of, you know, some entity that the elites worship, and that dealing with like confused energy, you know, you're going to have people that just really don't know what they're talking about. And it doesn't take much to just do your own simple research. But that's all I got to say. Y'all let me know how y'all personally feel about this respectfully in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? You know, you're like, how are we going to listen to you, Negro? You got Baphomet in the back of your goddamn... Okay. Which is why I'm going to emphasize once again, do your own personal research. If my research was not good enough, and if what I said was not good enough, and it didn't go through your head, this is why you personally need to do your own personal research on Baphomet. And, you know, I also want to emphasize that this isn't about you learning to love Baphomet. I want you to understand the symbolism of Baphomet. Whether you like it or not, it's a symbol of who you are. You can't run away from these symbols because they're with you everywhere you go. You're going to call your favorite artist the GOAT. You're going to call LeBron James the GOAT. You're going to call your favorite, whoever it may be, your favorite superstar, your favorite artist, your favorite athlete. You're going to call them the GOAT. You can't run away from Baffy. You can't run away from this. It's everywhere. But they're not bad, and you shouldn't take them bad. You need to understand them and learn them and embrace it, because it's you. So don't think that just because I don't like Baphomet, I don't get into all that type of stuff, and you I don't know what happened to you. You just have this weird obsession with Satan. It's not about that. I'm trying to get you to understand who you are. I'm trying to make you look in the mirror. Now, personally, Baphomet resonates with me, and that's just me. I'm not telling you to resonate with Baphomet. I'm telling you to understand Baphomet, because even without you understanding Baphomet, you reference Pan, you reference Baphomet, you reference the GOAT. But that's just me. Let me know how y'all personally feel about this in the comments below. Alright, make sure you check out the videos at the very end. Until next time, we out.